Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 53 of the B Graders. We're here again at Sweet Remedy, and Giro boys back to tell us everything about the Giro. What's happened in the Giro?
They rode their bikes.
They rode their bikes. He's enthusiastic today, you can tell.
They
Come on,
rode their bikes.
Come on, shake into it.
They rode their bikes in a land a long way from Italy.
Why'd they go to Israel?
Money.
Money?
Money.
But isn't it like religious for Israel? Isn't that how it works?
No, Israel paid them 15 million euro to start the race there.
15 million euro.
And Chris Froome €1.5 million to start the Giro.
And he fell off in the warm-up. Yeah. No, karma. Hey, Rowan Dennis has got the pink jersey.
Yeah, almost got it on the first time trial, which wasn't a prologue because it was 800 metres too long to be a prologue, apparently, so I've been told. 2 seconds off a great ride by Tom Dumoulin, who doesn't look like he's pedalling that hard when he's pedalling. He looks very smooth.
He looks quite in good shape too, doesn't he?
And then Rowan Dennis, the king of the sprinters, won the intermediate sprint on the second stage, the first road stage, and took the jersey.
Yep.
It's a good ride by him.
It was a good ride by him, and of course Rowan Dennis, former world track champion, so he's quite fast anyway.
Held the hour record too, I believe.
Held the hour record as well. And Viviani, the tracky come road sprinter, he is absolutely creaming him. Has he got anyone to go up against really though?
There's a couple of sprinters there. Sam Bennett, who almost tried to kill him on the third stage.
Nothing to see.
Nothing to see here. Everyone stayed up. But the Wolfpack once again just keep winning. Viviani's justified his move from Sky, who didn't want him to race because they wouldn't pick him because he's not a Grand Tour rider, to Quick Step, where he's won something like 6 races
Protected
this year.
rider now. Protected rider. But no Demar, no Sagan, no Cavendish, no Kittel. Who else? No Ewan, no Caleb, no Matthews. That's quite a hefty bunch of riders who are going to turn up to the tour.
They're all going to the tour. So Viviani goes, well, I can win sprints at the Giro, and I'm Italian.
And Viviani was always going to go to the Giro because he is the king of Italy.
Well, he is now.
As that. So
he is now, and they've gone to Sicily now. They've had a day off last night. Day off now. They're in Sicily. They're going to climb up Mount Etna. So it's the first
Viviani's not likely to win this one.
No, he's not likely to win this one. He quite possibly could be outside the time cut. Who knows? But it's quite a hard hill. It's a hard day tonight.
Is it one that you've ridden up?
No, I've not been to Sicily.
You've not been to Sicily yet?
No, I've not been to Sicily.
Hello. Somewhere Matt Tognini hasn't been. Hey, who's going to win? Who's going to win the Giro?
The Giro? It's a bit hard to say. I would say, looking at it so far, Dumoulin looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he may go back to back.
Depending on how big of the toilet break he has this year.
Well, if he has to do the Dumoulin dump again, it might be a problem. But you got guys like Aru, you've got guys like obviously
Chavez,
Yates in very good position. Froome, obviously, but looked a bit off. Lost 35 seconds in a prologue.
Well, the thing is with Froome, he's had a bit of an up and down year, hasn't he?
There's a little bit of pressure on him.
There's a bit of pressure on the boys' shoulders, and hey, regardless of what we think, you got to accept the fact the guy's on the start line, and
he's a quality rider. He can do anything.
He's allowed to be there.
He could put 5 minutes into him in a mountain stage, all going well. So you don't know.
Yep.
It'll all be the back end of the race, the last week, where we'll find out really what's happening.
Now, at the weekend, we had one of the oldest races in Western Australia, one of the biggest races in Western Australia, the Lowry, put on by the Collie Cycling Club, and one of the youngest bike riders in the bunch, Craig Wiggins, took out not only the criterium, but also won the Lowry itself on Sunday. So well done to Craig Wiggins. We saw one of the fastest women going around, Natalie Britz. She won the criterium on Saturday afternoon.
Turning 40 this year too.
Turning 40 this year. Matt Tognini likes to mention you're turning 40 this year, Natalie. So Natalie Britz is turning 40 this year.
She might actually already be 40.
She could be 40 already. She might be 40 already, but she's very, very fast for 40.
Beat Beck Mackey in the crit, but then Beck Mackey came out and won the road race.
Won the road race by a tyres width in front of Emily Mascaro. So good to see, good contest from the women's racing down there. Good contest from the boys. Obviously there was B grade, C grade, D grade, E grade, kids and the whole shebang. You can go on to the Collie Donnybrook Cycling Club for all the photos and also the rest of the results.
We had the Supercross at the Claremont Showgrounds. You commentated.
I got to go down and commentate the elite women and the elite men's races at the Supercross on Saturday night. And one of the only cyclocross races worldwide that is under lights, and I love the backdrop of the big Ferris wheel down there. Now, It was chalked up last week by Stuart Carson that Guy Calmer and Graham Brown would be the men to watch out for. Guy Calmer was wrongly referred to as a legend. Graham Brown was rightly referred to as a legend, but he's developed a very good dad bod at the moment, and he was getting a beer handed up to him every single lap, as you'll see by the vision we've been showing you now.
Hence the slightly rounded belly.
Slightly round. I'm not going to go on about round bellies because I've got a bigger belly than him, but he was a better bike rider than me, so his belly's supposed to be smaller.
Speaking to Graham this morning, he said the biggest problem he has with getting round corners, which is really hard to understand when you've seen Graham Brown corner.
But I tell you what, Guy Calmer took the race on from the front. You thought he's going to smash this to pieces. But one of the older riders, not that old really, Tom Ford, one of the hard men.
Significantly older than Guy, though.
Significantly older, with kids and all that. He smashed him.
Guy should be ashamed.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, you should be ashamed to get smashed by an older guy.
Tom
when
Ford
you're a full-time guy.
Smashed him. Is he full-time again?
Well, he doesn't really work, does he?
No, not really.
Well, he comes to my office from time to time and puts in an appearance, but he doesn't really work.
It was half a lap too far, not even half a lap, a third of a lap too far for Guy Calmer on Saturday night, and Tom Ford blew his doors off.
Fantastic result.
In the women's race, it was a great race between Andrea Coleman and Kate Swain. Now, almost controversy corner. Now, what they were doing on Saturday night was the girls raced 45 minutes, the boys raced 1 hour. So if you went through and 45 minutes wasn't up yet,
had to do another lap.
You had to do another lap. Same with the men's, 1 lap, 1 hour. The girls came round just inside the 45 minutes. Kate Swain made a big move up the inside. Actually, I wouldn't say she knocked Andrea Coleman off. Andrea Coleman fell off from the collision between the two. Got back up, chased on, caught Kate Swain, dropped Kate Swain and won the race because they went on for another lap. Similar thing happened in the men's race. No one fell off. Well, somebody did fall off. Big shout out to Matt Valef. We hope you're feeling better. Matt Valef went off to hospital in an ambulance. I think he may have done his shoulder, so hopefully Matt's all right. But I was calling it that only 3 guys were going to do the last lap, and that was Tom Ford, Guy Calmer, and our favourite, former junior champion of Australia, Brendan Meaney. And then all of a sudden, 4th, 5th and 6th, number 27, Mike Wallacey and somebody else, they all went so fast that they got inside the hour and they had to go and do an extra lap because they went too hard.
Number 27 upset Brownie as well.
Number 27, of course, number 27 is a prolific number in the pop star world because that's the number that Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain...
Mate.
27, trust me.
I don't trust you.
I'll bet you your livelihood.
Nope.
Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jim Morrison, all left us at 27. So number 27, don't wear number 27 if you're at a bike race, especially if Graham Brown's there.
Well, you can because you give him a hip and shoulder and he can't do anything about it.
What's coming up? What do we got to look forward to? There's no racing this weekend, is there?
Well, there is at a season closer at Champion Lakes 20k time trial, and there's nothing else other than that.
Season closer at Big Dog behind the camera is going to be there, aren't you? You're going to have a race?
He's always there.
He's going to have a race. He's not even paying attention to the camera. He's just sort of like, now he's got his thumb up.
First,
you're watching the show?
People walking behind me.
It's a live cafe. Everyone knows there's people walking behind us. Anyway.
Masters are on the 20th, which is 2 weeks away, but I won't be there.
20th, no, Matt won't be there because on the 19th, of course,
Heart Kids Ball
is the Royal Wedding, and Matt's going to be sat in front of the TV watching the Royal Wedding.
Followed by the FA Cup final.
Followed by the FA Cup final. No, we're going to the Heart Kids Ball, so we won't be on the 20th. And the other thing is now, we've had the Mariana Voss skin suit prize. It's still up for grabs. Now, what seems to have occurred is a few people have subscribed to our YouTube channel, which we love you for, but about 100 and something other people have just pressed like on our Facebook channel, Facebook page, which is, we're just under 600 on that. So if the skin suit was going on the Facebook page,
it'd be gone already.
It'd be gone already. We need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be cool if you'd like a chance to win the Mariana Voss skin suit. That's what we'd like to do. Hey, we're going to be back next week to talk a bit more Giro. Probably about the only thing we will. Well, we might actually have a special guest as well. There's a couple of people.
Tour of California starts shortly too.
Tour of California. A couple of people saw our Vermark show last week and have asked about an opportunity to come on and pedal their wares. So you just never know what we're going to come up with in the next couple of weeks. So
Matt1@iinet.net.au. Get in touch with us. That's it. See you next week.
Make the most of the good weather.